Hi, welcome to Interview With A Bothan. I am Lenny.
And I am Lou.
This is just a quick intro episode so people do not have to go looking for who we are, and so that it's separate from the meat of our next episode. If you don't want to hear us talk about ourselves and just want to hear us talk about our cracked out thoughts about Star Wars.
Our boy Thrawn.
Thrawn.
I'm in love with him.
Who isn't?
Probably most people. Yeah, so we're both grad students in Quebec. We're not from Quebec. Don't ask any more questions. But we both have an interest in canon, world building, and nationalism, even though we do incredibly different things. I got the idea for this, I don't know, 9 months ago. When did I ask you?
I don't know, because when you first said we should do a podcast, to me it wasn't immediately clear that it was ultimately going to be a Star Wars podcast. I just thought it was going to be about anything we wanted, which I do want.
This is how we got here, I think. So we are ruining everyone in our lives' relationships with us by never shutting the fuck up about Thrawn and Wedge Antilles. Wedge Antilles. And we're trying to curb that, so we thought maybe we could record it and put it on the internet instead. Because that won't change anyone's opinion of us.
Certainly not.
Certainly not. Why are you doing this, Lenny?
I feel like that was really well synthesized.
Oh my god, I synthesized something.
You synthesized something. Yeah, no, it's becoming a burden to care so much about Wedge Antilles and have people be like, who? And then I have to explain breathlessly how funny it is that 3 different men played him in the original trilogy.
But most importantly, Ewan McGregor's uncle. You have thoughts.
I do have thoughts.
You do.
I thought it would just be a nice chance to do some weird deep dives and stuff that I think is weird about this universe and talk about it with someone who also has fun thoughts.
And also you know more than me now.
I definitely do not know more than you.
You were texting me the other day. Something hyper specific. And I was like, what the fuck is this from? And you were like, page 293 of Heir to the Empire. And
I was doing my fucking outline.
I know. And I was like, I have no idea. Like, I'm just saying. So what's your personal relationship to Star Wars, Lenny?
Well, general cultural osmosis for most of my life. The guy who lived with my parents briefly made me watch Empire Strikes Back. That's a core memory.
Ultimate Gen X man.
Literally.
Denis Villeneuve? What are you doing here?
Whoa. I don't know. I remember when all the new stuff was coming out, and I was just like, why on earth is there still more Star Wars stuff? Why the criff?
So you didn't read EU novels?
I did not read EU novels.
You did not read any Star Wars novels
I did not.
As a child?
I have a distinct memory of being in a bookstore with my mom and saying, Mom, should I read the Star Wars books before I see the movies? And she said, that's not how that works. The books came after, and I felt flabbergasted. What?
This is not Lord of the Rings.
This is not Lord of the Rings.
No.
No. Yeah. Book after.
Book after.
Movie first.
Well, technically not.
Book same time?
Book came out 2 months before.
No way.
Yeah. And then I made you watch The Acolyte.
Lou and I first started hanging out last summer. One of the times we hung out, Lou said, don't text me to hang out till you finish watching The Acolyte, and I didn't have anything else to do, so I did it. Yeah.
And now you own the Jedi Academy trilogy.
Now I do own the Jedi Academy trilogy, it is true. I would like our listeners to know that I did buy it used.
But still bought it nonetheless?
I still bought it nonetheless, and the bookseller looked at me funny, and he was right. What's your personal relationship with Star Wars?
I'm in love with Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah.
First and foremost. I think I saw Star Wars for the first time when I was like 4. Like the original one. But also all 6 of them. Because, did you have cable?
No.
Oh, damn. Do you know what FX is?
Yes.
Yeah, so FX used to do Star Wars marathons like every holiday. No. I was in love with Attack of the Clones. That is really like the girls' movie. Mm-hmm. Because the costuming's so good. And then I kept doing that. Never played any of the video games. Probably because video games make me nauseous.
Yeah, same.
Never read any of the books. Because I low-key did not know they existed. I was not a very inquisitive child.
You were definitely an inquisitive child.
I was definitely an inquisitive child, but I was really into the Cold War. So then I was just reading books that were actually about the Cold War instead of books that were about the Cold War, but also in space. But also I very much like sci-fi, so maybe someone should have told me. And then allegedly saw all 3 of the sequel movies in theaters. I do not remember seeing The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
I literally memory hold it. It's kind of fun. My partner forced me to watch The Acolyte and Andor. And I did really like the first season of Andor, but not enough to like seek things out, I guess. And I have thoughts and opinions about The Acolyte that did lead me to reading Heir to the Empire and the X-Wing books and stuff. Now I have 3 shelves of Star Wars books. I can't either. One of them is next to the Bible. It's Heir to the Empire.
This is in its proper place.
It's in its proper place.
Everything is where it should be.
I'm making a sweatshirt.
This is true.
That is a Chiss Ascendancy sweatshirt. I'm literally staring at it. We're gonna do this, but we are gonna start with the original Thrawn trilogy after much debate.
Yeah, I wanted to start with X-Wing, but that's just because I really like Wedge Antilles. But he's in these books, so
yeah,
that's good.
I miss Keltainer. But we'll start with the Legends Thrawn trilogy. Then we are going to, for the time being, ignore The Hand of Thrawn and Outbound Flight and that book about Mara Jade. And then we're going to cover both of the canon Thrawn trilogies because we have both become incredibly Thrawn-pilled. We will eventually, hopefully, cover X-Wing. And hopefully one day I can convince you to read New Jedi Order, and then we can read New Jedi Order.
Are those like 19 books?
It is 19 books, yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
Really?
Yeah, I've already said this off the air.
No, you haven't.
I feel like I have.
You have not agreed to read a 19-book series. But you did it. I got it on recording. Now I have it forever. You're going to read New Jedi Order with me. Oh, we're going to do canon and Legends, or old EU, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no TV. We might do the radio dramas at some point, because I love Brian Daly, but we will try really hard not to spoil future things if you have not read these books. That being said, Heir to the Empire came out
1991.
In May 1991.
Yeah.
Star Wars turns 50 in 2027. There's only so many things we cannot spoil about books that came out almost 40 years ago. Okay, our intro music is by Thomas Seibel, and the cover art is Lenny.
Yeah, no, we were talking about this in a food court. The idea was two Bothans looking like they were in a talk show, but most of my drawings are very abstract, so making something look actually like a Bothan, it was going to look stupid, and there it goes.
I don't know how to end things. Conclusions have always been my weakest.
Conclusions have always been my weakest part of writing too, because I don't know why it's not good enough for things to just end.
Well, there we go. We've introduced ourselves. Stick around. We have thoughts.